Hello, friends. My name is Maximus, and I'll be your dungeon master for the evening. I'd like to welcome you all to the 25th episode of Caches and Cantrips, where some of your favorite streamers play Dungeons and Dragons live on Friday nights. I'm joined by the amazing cast of Bunny Dreadful, Mac and Cheese Please, Virtual Spectre, and Moves Like Jagger from the GGN crew. I'm once again excited to roll dice with you tonight. It's going to be a fun one, I hope anyway.
I think it's gonna be exciting,
especially for Valken.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I heard the undead were just his favorite thing to hang out with.
Absolutely. This is gonna be great.
Raun will protect you. Don't worry. He knows a thing about undead.
He will carry you in his arms like the small child, like he did the first day that you met. Oh, okay. So, last time that I looked, I believe we were 5 listens away from 400 on our podcast. So if you haven't, go give it a listen. There it is. The socials will be in the chat or somewhere down below in the video or whatever you're listening to. But just thanks to all of you that decided to tune in live or catch the VODs later on, or of course listen to the podcast. We really appreciate your support, and I hope that you like this little show that we're doing. I guess at least some of you do. So I appreciate it. That's a really cool milestone. Also, last week, I added our first patron-inspired NPC to the game. You haven't met them yet, but I will let you know when you do meet them. So it just depends on where you go and who you talk to. But it was a lot of fun working with them, and they had some great ideas and got to collaborate, so it was a super cool experience for me. But if you too would like to help create an NPC for the campaign, just hop on over to our Patreon and look at the Platinum piece tier. Very nice. Yeah, I thought that was super cool.
I'm concerned because I heard a lot of laughing coming from your office that day, and I'm either excited or concerned or both.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Is it?
Yeah, it's always fine, right? Anyway, I hope you all are having a good day today, and let's play some D&D. So we'll go ahead and settle in for tonight's episode of Casters and Cantrips. Our story last left off with the newly named Sweet Justice standing in the courtyard of the seemingly empty forest estate. They just completed fending off some would-be assassins when they saw someone peeking through a doorway in one of the rooms. They soon found the servant Olma had been hiding during this battle. Shortly after speaking with her, the group met the Thornsby family as they were coming back home from an afternoon away. The father, Lord Tedric, observed the scene and assumed the assassins were there for him. He thanked the adventurers after a short explanation of what happened. Then Lord Tedric sent one of his servants to fetch the local magistrate from Tustin to sort out this crime scene that occurred in his home. The group also explained that they were at the estate because they believed it once belonged to the Baron Voss Creel. The thought of a mystery inside their very own home excited the whole family, and Lord Tedric agreed to assist the group with their search of clues. As they continued through the household, they found several anachronisms inside the estate in the form of artifacts and various tapestries and paintings. They continued through as Lord Tedric informed the group that these artifacts were already in the home when they moved in. After searching most of the estate, Sweet Justice found what they believed to be a secret room inside one of the offices inside of the estate. They searched the... I lost my place, that's okay. They searched the estate but were unable to locate something that would fit inside the strange keyhole. After trying one item inside of it, the door behind the bookcase made of iron flew off the hinges across the other side of the room. Then it began to fill with poisonous gas as a large metal construct emerged out of the secret room. After a fierce battle in this enclosed space, the group was able to defeat this construct, and there inside the secret room behind the bookshelf, they found several treasures and artifacts, one of which was an ancient tapestry depicting the heroes from the play in Isgarth delivering a scepter to a king on a throne. Another notable item was a blueprint of a castle or a keep of some sort. However, there was no name or other identifying information on the drawing. Before leaving the estate, Lord Tedric agreed to put in a good word to the group with the magistrate when they arrived. The party left back towards the Order of Iberus in Tustin. After checking in with Terran Van, they spoke with Quentin Hannibal to turn in their previous contract. Quentin informed them that the group had a letter waiting in his office with a contract attached to it. The letter was from Risa. It stated, "I hope this letter finds you alive. I don't trust my magic anymore. I think I'm being listened to. I have critical information for the group. Everyone I've sent messages to for the past 3 months have been killed." The accompanying contract stated that some of the dead were waking up on the battlefield between Ramcrown and Vantis, and she needs the group's help to stop it. And that is where we begin our story this evening.
We have to help her.
Will we
Yes.
end up dead?
I mean, this is the risk that we took when we took this job on, you know what I mean? So I don't feel like now's the time to have, how do they say, what's the saying, Ron, you know?
Worries?
We have overcome many challenges, so Ron believes we'll be okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, what do you do?
Well, Ken, are you with us in this? We need to all agree.
I was muted. I don't really like it, but it. If we have to, I guess. Fine, let's go.
Yeah. Let us do the mission that she sent to us.
Okay, so she had mentioned that she would meet you in Barrowden. If you see, Barrowden is on almost the opposite border of the Vantis Kingdom. And while you have horses, so it would probably only take you a week worth of travel. But like I mentioned before, in the middle of a war with soldiers and guards patrolling, the roads are relatively safe. So it might take you a little less time, to be honest, because I was measuring by foot, but you do all have mounts, so.
Buttercup. I mean, Daffodil.
Yes, and elk.
Buttercup
as-
is probably dead. I keep forgetting.
Oh, Ron hopes not.
We have the same horses.
Well, there was the first horses. They did not make it. And then remember, we got more horses. Yours is named 76,
Oh yeah,
78.
minus 75. Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Glorious,
very-
75.
Odd to name.
And then
To
we
give
have
us-
Sparky and Moosey.
It is
Some
elk.
horse. Elky, not really horse. Not really animal, I suppose.
Oh, elk is still animal, just
It
infused
is
with
like a
fey
spirit.
magic.
It is not like an animal. It is different. It is like when you die, maybe I could learn how to summon you and you could come back and hang out, you know what I mean?
Ron would hope that you would leave Ron's spirit to rest.
Oh, that's fair. That's a fair point. But if I was in great need, I'd like to think that I could call on any of your spirits for help. You know, if you were in great need, my spirit would come back and help you out.
Oh, very strange, but let us continue.
Okay.
Well, so it will probably take you a little over 5 days by horseback. Basically going through the countryside of the Vantis Kingdom. So as you leave Tustin in the area of the Order of Iberus, you make your way to the east, kind of circling around the hills to the north of Tustin, making your way past an extremely large lake. As you kind of circle around this lake over to Barrowden. And what you see when you get close to Barrowden, and this isn't, just outside the city, this is well before, a good solid quarter mile, half mile at least as you're approaching the city, is there are tents, makeshift tents set up, encampments, loads of people, soldiers from the Vantis Kingdom, as you believe this is where they fell back from the battle that had ensued some time ago. And as you're getting closer to the city and kind of viewing the walls as it's situated on this lake, you see just people crowded around outside. And I guess the scene, the best thing I could come up with is, whenever you go to like PAX in Seattle, and it's just like the city is just totally like crammed in at capacity. Like,
yep.
That's this city
Yeah, I know that all too
everywhere.
well.
There was an influx of thousands upon thousands upon thousands of soldiers here that just completely oversaturated the population, so much that people are having to sleep in tents in makeshift barracks outside because more than likely there's not enough lodging for them.
Oh, is the Ron hopes we have no problems crossing over to Barrowden.
I can't help but feel bad for these sorry fools.
Yes, Ron is very glad we were not summoned by the king to partake in this gruesome war.
We're definitely not soldiers.
Oh, most definitely, Malkin is correct. This group is not very good at following orders. And Ron looks at Vin.
What's that supposed to mean?
So, Vin can control fire sometimes. These things blow up.
It doesn't mean I don't follow orders. I do what I'm told. Sometimes what I'm told is boring, so I spice it up a little bit.
Literally.
I feel like you do what you want to do, and sometimes what you want to do aligns with what other people want you to do. Sometimes.
Yes?
Not very often.
Know what you're doing great, Vin. Don't worry about it. Doing fine.
I'm sure
Okay.
it is, not been a problem, so let's just carry on.
All right, so as you're approaching the city, it's not like there was in Falshire that there's a line perhaps to get in. But there's just so many people around, it's just completely packed. So what's the first thing that you all would like to do as you approach Barrowden? And it's a similar city, maybe a little smaller, but comparable to Tustin. It's situated on the lake with several districts kind of around it in varying parts of the city. There's of course a keep with some inner walls around that for the Lord of Barrowden.
What kingdom is Baron in?
It is
residing in?
like the last like major town slash small city of Vantis. If you go much further east, that's probably where the battle took place, and then further there, you're in Ram Crown territory.
Okay. So we can enter the town, no problems.
Yeah, you definitely can.
All right.
Yep. So you enter the city, and you can see that the market is just overloaded with people that are buying, selling, trying to get items. You can see that most of the market stalls are almost completely barren. That they have no more stock left. Everything's being probably bought up here with the influx of the soldiers, pretty much trying to replenish any supplies that they can while they're here.
Oh, if it looks like if we attempt to do any shopping, we're not going to have much luck.
Just depends on what you're looking for and if you're lucky or not, or how much you're willing to pay.
I just hope I brought enough food.
Oh, there's a lake here. Raun can do some
Raun
fishing
can
if
go
we need
fishing
to.
for us.
Yeah.
Yes. I want
Yeah,
to see this. I want
and-
to see a fish.
I know that you don't really like fish, Bryn, so I can always forage.
It's fine. Food is food. You just got to do what you got to do to survive sometimes. I'm not so picky.
We just
Yeah.
put a little honey on it and it'll be fine.
Old fish? I don't know about
Yes,
that.
it works. You roast
No?
the fish on the spit and you slap some honey on it.
Mm.
It's very, very good.
We'll try.
Or
If you
salted
go
fish.
fishing,
Delicious.
I'll join you.
Or candied fish. That a
Fish the
thing?
fish in the water near the school all the
Joe
time.
is gagging right now.
Ron did not know about that.
Jerky.
Stop.
Yeah, you
Fish
remember kind of
stew.
where I fought at the other guy?
Yeah, yes,
My
yes,
old
Ron remembers.
classmates. All
The
that
big
water. A lot of
water.
fish in there.
Yes.
Fish gumbo. And I just continue to ramble a bunch of like weird fish stuff.
Oh,
Do you know somebody named Lieutenant Dan?
I bet if you look hard enough to find someone in the Vantis army, then you might find someone like Lieutenant Danwick or
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Danwick. Yeah, I've heard of this guy.
Let us go to bakery and see if any bread is left.
Good idea.
Okay, who's looking for a bakery?
Oh,
All of us, I guess.
Sure, just
All
give me
of us?
some investigation rolls and we'll see where that leads you.
Oh,
hope
that's
I
my
rolled a
worst.
1.
Oh, 16.
Rolling well. 2.
I gotta get my dice. Hold on.
Oh, she just turned around. It's nice.
A good adventure always has their dice handy.
That's a reminder.
It's
They're
right
right.
there.
They live right there.
What did you roll?
Always at my desk.
What
What did,
asking me?
what did Bryn roll?
Oh, 1.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not happening.
What check is this?
Into investigation.
Investigation 18.
18. Okay, so you kind of make your way and kind of fight through the crowd and make your way to what seems to be like a marketplace with some other shops situated around. And you find a very peculiar shop. You see that there's one door, but it has 2 names on it, which is the Slice of Life and Glass and Quill. When you make your way
Wait,
inside,
what was the second one?
Glass and Quill.
Glass and Quill.
Mhm.
Okay.
And you make your way inside, and there's sort of kind of a wide shop, but one counter on one side. There's kind of a glass kind of case with, a couple things left in there of like some bread, some things like that. And then you see the other side is just like a wooden kind of counter. Behind it, there are various kind of things on the walls, mostly barren, a couple small things in glass bottles, a couple herbs and stuff like that, some papers. but you all wait in line, assuming that you're gonna go to the counter. It takes you probably a solid just 20 minutes to even get up to the counter. And when you get up there, you see a dwarf woman who's stocky, kind of has golden blonde hair in a mohawk that kind of is long in the back, with dark brown eyes and kind of stubbly sideburns. And she says, "What can I get you?"
Oh, do you happen
We're
to
out
have
of
any?
cakes, we're out of tarts, we're out of pies, we're out of... Well, what do you want? And we'll see if we're out of it.
Why don't you just tell us what you have?
Yes, much easier.
Oh, well, I got some bread and
Right?
some bread.
We have honey left, right? We have like a whole bunch of honey they gave us.
Yes.
Okay, we will take the bread.
All right, one moment. And she goes and she kind of pulls out this like really kind of small loaf, and she wraps it up in some paper. She says, "All right, that's going to be 1 gold."
Okay, I will pay for the bread.
It's a lot for bread.
Is
1
it?
gold for such small
I
bread.
It's a lot of bread. It's not a lot of bread.
No, it's a small like mini loaf.
Yeah, I'll pay for that. Where's the rest?
That's all we got.
You want the gold for that?
I have to have a gold for that
Why?
because everyone's out of everything, and if I sell my stuff at the price that I had originally set it, I can't afford to eat or buy things for myself because everyone else's
Why
prices
is
are high.
everyone out of everything?
And she kind of looks around, and you just see like a line of just, merchants, just soldiers waiting in line behind you, citizens. She's like, "Well, I mean, when the Ventus army came in, they had pretty much bought everything we have
Shit.
in the
Don't really
whole
want to
damn
pay
town."
That much for bread. A gold's more than it costs to stay in an inn in a night. Like,
Depending on where you stay.
yeah.
Well, if the Vantis army bought y'all out, then how don't you have money? It sounds like you'd have a lot of money, a surplus of money even.
I mean, I'm doing
Yeah, I
all
feel
right,
like your
but
prices should be like lower. You
once
know what I
once
mean?
everyone
Like,
starts getting out of everything, they start raising their prices.
It's all right. We will pay the
it's
gold.
Not
Don't-
very nice.
I
Not
mean-
paying the gold.
Ron will pay
Stupid.
gold. It's
This
fine.
is capitalism.
Remember,
Do
Bryn, you
not
tell
believe in
Ron
it.
that you throw money at the problem and problem go away, so Ron throw money.
Yeah, this is not.
Please don't
problem.
throw your
Let's go
coins
catch
at
some
me.
Fish.
It's okay. Ron will catch fish, we'll eat it with the bread, it'd be very delicious.
Okay, it's your money.
All right. Pleasure doing business with you. Maybe we'll have more tomorrow. I don't know.
Oh, do you have a church here or maybe library?
Right? Yeah, we do. What are you looking for
Okay.
specifically?
We are looking for a acquaintance for a contract.
All right. Well, there's a well, you can't really call it a church. There's more of a temple to Tyr, down the road a ways. That's all I can think of now. If they're there, maybe there. I'm not sure who they worship. There's also we have a couple inns close by.
Did
But
Risa
these cost
tell
like
us
5
where
gold.
we're gonna meet up?
Just barrowed in.
Well,
Oh, do you have place where adventurers frequent?
Like the tavern?
good question. Yes, like a tavern with like maybe like a job board, and where people get into lots of fist fights.
Oh,
and,
all right. No job boards, but if you're
There's
looking
always
for
some shady guy in the corner, this sort of place.
You're looking for the stag and the page. If you're looking for fist fights, if you're looking for just a place to drink, you're looking for the lounging monk.
Kinda like
She looks
the
at Valk
sound
and
of
she
the
goes,
first
"No
one.
offense, I didn't name it."
No, that's fine.
Wait, what is it called? The Lounging Monk?
Sounds
There's-
good to me.
The lounging
Ken,
monk
is this your
and
bar?
the stag and the page.
Oh, this is a place where monks just sit down.
I mean, I guess anyone can sit down. I mean,
Yeah.
sure, yeah, monks can sit down. You can sit down. I can sit down.
Oh, but
Well,
Ron
the
is not a
stag and
monk,
and the
but
pig.
so
You
It
have
is
to go
okay.
to Stag Bar because you are a stag.
Well,
No,
I'm sorry,
Raun
Ron,
is verboten.
it's monks only.
Choke.
Oh, then Risa would not be there. She's not a monk.
Oh gosh. Okay,
Okay.
let's go to the monkey
Thank
bar.
you. We
Let's go.
shall go. Oh, but Ron can't go in.
You'll just have to wait outside with the horses.
Listen, I'll pull some strings and I'll vouch for you, okay?
Oh, thank you, Valken. Ron always counts on Valken.
All right. Make me an investigation check to see if you can find the place.
I'm good at these
Nope.
ones.
Gonna roll
It's the same
low
roll as
all
last
night.
time.
6.
2.
Yeah, 6 for me. It's
9.
All right, so you kind of meander your way around this just jam-packed small city. You pass by somewhere called the Orange Tart. You pass a trading goods store, smithy. You pass a cobbler, tailor. You find your way in an open market with people that would be selling fruit, but there's kind of nothing left except for the fruit at the grocery store that nobody wants to buy because it's like probably not bad, but it's just like it looks kind of ugly and they just leave it there. And then you finally, probably after good 2 hours of wandering around this city, you find a place called the Lounging Monk.
Oh, we have arrived.
So if you make your way there, it's just a stone building with a picture, like a depiction of someone wearing a robe and just kind of like laying like this on the side of the sign as they're laying above like the words of Lounging Monk. And you make your way in, and as you suspect, like everywhere, it's packed. Standing room only. It's like annoying bar you try to go to, you can't even get into the into the counter. Uh-oh.
Oh no! Luffy ate him.
We'll wait for his
It's
camera
the
to come back
pixies
on.
again.
Oh, Twig summoned wrong and Ron quickly returned. Sorry.
Good,
Apologies.
good, good. Okay, I'm glad that they're finally like listening to you.
I just wanted to say hello, Ron. So this is not the time.
All right, so you make your way in, and you're kind of looking around, trying to find anyone. I would like one of you, I don't care who it is, just roll me a d20.
I'll do it.
I've not been good tonight, so
Yeah. Why would I volunteer to do that? 2.
you have good rolls.
A 2. Okay, so you kind
No
of
longer rolling for the group.
you
ever
make
again.
your way in here and you're trying to find, I'm assuming, Risa. It's packed. You kind of weave your way in and out and look everywhere. No Risa here. You're gonna have to look elsewhere.
Okay, I'll come back. I do not think she's there. Also,
Hey, Ron said
you
this.
can't come
She
in
is
because
not
you're
a monk.
Not a monk. Yeah,
So
yeah. We are not allowed here, so we should go to the next place. I like the other place anyways. They said there was fist fighting there, and I could get into a little rough and tumble, if you know what I mean.
Ron believes Risa would not go to such establishment.
But does Risa believe that we would go to such establishment?
Oh.
That is question.
Ron, mind blown.
All right, and you're attempting to find another tavern.
The other one that
Assuming-
was mentioned.
The other one that was
I'm
mentioned.
not rolling for this. Someone else roll.
I'll make an investigation check to see how long it takes you to find this place.
Hey. It's 14.
A 14. You make your way kind of in here. You pass by some other shops. You pass by another tavern called the Obedient Axe. You make your way through, find some other small shops. You find the farrier and some stables. But maybe an hour or so in, you find the Stag and the Page. And Much like everywhere else, it is fully packed. This particular tavern slash inn looks like it's mainly serving soldiers from the Vantis army currently.
Okay. But we don't see her in there.
Would you like to go in and take a look around?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but not me this time.
Somebody roll me just a d20.
All right.
We'll do it.
Oh, I didn't roll it. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Actually, she is our social
19.
situation
19.
character,
Okay.
believe it or not.
So you make your way in here, standing room only. You kind of elbow past some people, and you see Risa sitting at a table with a couple of other soldiers. And she's kind of just holding a drink and then nodding to them as they're just kind of almost like talking at her. Like she just maybe not want to be in a conversation, but you literally can't avoid it in this circumstance.
Oh, sure. I'm like, excuse me, guys, this way. Come on, excuse me. And like butting my way to the table.
Yeah. And you make your way over there and you see Risa just talking to a couple of soldiers. There's a half-elf woman, there's a human male, and there's also a half-orc woman, just kind of all talking and chattering and talking about, the army, the battle, just kind of all about it.
Oh, Risa, we have found you.
Oh, hi, wow, I'm glad that you're here. Maybe we could find somewhere to talk, but it's loud everywhere.
Well, let me see if there's a room.
Okay.
We'll go off and do that while you guys talk to her or whatever.
How was your journey over here?
It took a long time. I had to hire a cart and I didn't know them. But I rode with 2 other people and they were really nice. And then the wagon wheel broke and then we had to fix it, but I didn't really fix it because I don't know how to fix wagon wheels. I read my book while they did that. I don't get out a whole lot, to be honest. But then we made our way
you
here
don't
and there's a
say.
really big lake over there and it's really pretty. This is the farthest I've been.
Oh, that must be very exciting for you.
Oh, I'm glad you're here alive. That's important.
Yes, well, we were under attack.
Oh, did you get my message?
Yes, most of it. You
Why
seem to
wanna
run out of
kill
words.
us?
No, the letter, I sent you a letter too. It's not me.
Ron pulls it out, shakes it.
Okay, good. Who was looking for a room?
Bryn.
Bryn. You approach the kind of barkeep slash tavern owner or whoever's working the tavern currently. And they say, all right, what'll it be for you?
You got a room for the night. Two preferably.
Two
Oh,
rooms.
maybe 30?
You're looking for 2
Well, how big are
rooms.
they? One room is fine. We'll just need like an extra blanket.
That's gonna be 10 gold.
Wait, what? I did not hear it. It's very loud in here.
It's gonna be 10 gold.
For one room?
Yes.
No. And I'm gonna walk away.
Okay.
What did he
Go
say,
back to the
Bryn?
group. He says it's 10 gold for a shit room. Let's go stay out in the
gold?
woods or some shit. Hate
What?
this place. Yeah, I'm not paying 10 gold. I was looking to go shopping for some potions, but they're probably gonna charge me like 5,000 gold. I fucking hate.
And I'm saving for a
Capitalism.
tattoo. We can't afford 10 gold. Jeez.
Exactly. Thank you.
Oh,
Let's go
we
find that
can,
fish, river, lake, fish.
Oh,
lake,
yes,
and
yes.
we could set up like a little tent.
we're gonna go outside, Risa.
Okay. Do I wait
Are you
for you
coming?
or
No, you come.
okay? And then she looks to the rest of them that are kind of talking amongst themselves now, and she's like, "Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you." And then the other like,
ignoring
what?
her.
Nice to meet you. All right, yeah, whatever. And she's just like, gets up and kind of walks out and has her drink in her hand. And then the barkeep's like, you can't carry that out with you. Oh, and she just like sets it down on a table and just kind of like holds her hands together and just walks outside. And you notice that Reese is dressed a little differently than when you saw her when she was working in the library, where she normally just had those plain, like nondescript brown robes. She's wearing kind of more traveling clothes. She still has a cloak with a hood kind of pulled over her head, but more kind of fit for the road than just, wearing robes. All right, and you make your way outside, and it's crowded. Where are y'all headed?
Where
Maybe
was the
the,
lake that Ron saw?
A nice tree by the lake or something.
Yeah, so
I'd
the
be quiet by the water.
Yeah, so the lake that you're referring to is known as Iron Lock. Barrowden sits on one end of it, and then if you look at the map, Grimsby sits on the other side of it. This is an extremely large lake here, and this is kind of used for commerce mostly. As you see that there are barges kind of going back and forth here, some boats. When you kind of get to the shore of the lake here, it's like when you go to a fishing spot on vacation and everyone is there. Like the shore's covered with people that are, you're surprised that people aren't getting their lines crossed, and people arguing over this is their spot. Some people way out in boats that are fishing, but at least it's not shoulder to shoulder like inside the walls.
Well, at least we don't have to scream at each other to communicate.
Yeah,
Yes, this is true.
I don't think we'll be able to fish though. I don't fish, but
Oh, is there rules against fishing?
and she turns around and it's like lined up on the shore of the lake.
Oh. Ron could try something.
Right. Well, I'm glad that you came. I'm glad that you're, not dead. That's good. Wow, how are you?
Oh, you're alive.
Yeah.
We were concerned by your letter that you sent to us.
Oh yeah, people that I'm sending messages to, using, my mind, well, bad things are happening to them, and I don't know how or why. You said that
Yeah, you should
were
stop doing
attacked?
that.
Well, I stopped doing it, and I sent a letter.
We
Yes.
we were attacked, like the place you told us to go. Yeah.
What?
That's
Oh.
when we reached the manor. There were people waiting inside for us already with the purple ropes.
And she just kind of looks distraught. She's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I didn't know until recently.
Oh no, don't worry, because we got this cool castle design, like a drawing of castle, and we got the tapestry. We got lots of money.
Oh,
It's
and
good.
She looks at the tapestry. She's like, oh, that reminds me, I'm not supposed to tell you yet until you help me.
Oh,
Tell us.
oh, you said we need to kill some zombies or something.
Well, yeah, remember whenever we were
Yes.
in the library and you said I was talking to somebody, but like I wasn't talking to somebody,
Yes.
but I was talking to somebody.
Oh, Ron knows.
Yeah, we all know.
She's like, oh, okay. Well, this is weird. I talk to someone and they tell me, things that I should do for good. and then I listen to them because they're always right.
Like
Can I-
when you say someone, what do you mean?
Can I
Oh.
insight check her real fast?
Yeah.
Just to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's pretty. 21.
Looks like that she believes that she is talking to someone who is good that tells her what to do. It's not giving you
Yeah.
any indication of deception or
Interesting. I don't know. Weird.
This person. Do you know who this person speaking to you? The
oh
voice?
yeah. Their name is Birius. They're an angel.
Angel.
Mm-hmm.
Celestial.
Yeah. He's actually a deva, which is a certain type of celestial being. But yeah.
What does Birius tell you?
Well, Birius told me that well, I needed to go figure out why undead things were coming no, not unalive. Alive? Unalive? Undead? Why the undead were coming here? So yeah, but then I don't think that I could do it by myself. So Birius said to find some friends, and well, you're my friends.
Oh yes, we are friends, but how long has Birius been speaking to you?
Oh, since I was little.
Oh. Did you make a pact with Birius when you were a small child?
Well, no, he just tells me things and I do it.
Has he ever told you anything that you don't think was good?
Oh no, he's always right.
What has things Birius tell you is right?
Well, I mean, you know, Birius told me like, you know, some suggestions on what to study, and said that, you know, I should go try and apply for the library. And then, well, they did that. And then Birius said that, you know, I should believe you whenever we first met and that you were good people, kind of.
I suddenly like them lots more.
Oh, what do you mean, kind of?
Yeah, what do you mean, kind of?
I didn't say it, he said it. I think that you're pretty good.
Like we're kind of good.
Well, yeah.
What does she
Again,
mean by
what does
that?
Birius mean by kind of?
I didn't ask him.
You can speak to Birius anytime? Or do Birius
only-
have to talk to you first?
Yeah, Birius has to talk to me. Sometimes he will talk to me. Sometimes I'll have dreams. That kind of stuff. This is weird for you, right?
Yes.
It's a little weird, yeah.
And she kind of looks around to see if anyone's paying attention to you all. And she kind of pulls her hood back, and you see, you know, she's kind of still got the like the dark tan skin with like the pale gray eyes. She's really young, maybe like late teens, early 20s, with like shoulder length, like dark hair. And then she pulls her hood back, and you see that same kind of like white feather that she wears behind her right ear. But when she pulls her hood back, you see another feather and another feather. There's probably like 4 total in her hair.
Oh, you added more feathers to your hair.
Oh, well, no, you just didn't see these. She goes, they're not my hair, and she takes the one and pulls on it, and it catches.
Are you a bird?
No. Are you a bird?
Sometimes I am a bird.
I'm so confused
funny.
right now.
Oh,
Wait.
so I'm, well, some people call us, touched by the gods, more
Touched by
formerly
birds?
known as, ASMR. So I just have a natural inclination, towards the gods. I don't know. It's weird and
You
kind
are
of
an
tough
ASMR?
yeah.
So you have like innate magics in you.
Sure.
Well, what can you do?
What can you do?
Lots of things. What do you mean?
Well, I'm really good at like reading and like studying things and like interpreting information from various different places and extrapolating it and kind of putting it together?
No, I don't mean like that. I mean like this. And I'm going to throw my javelin out into the lake and then call it back before it hits anybody or the water.
Can you roll to see if she speared a fish?
Roll me a D100. So you throw your javelin and someone's like, "Oh, I have fish in here," and he just comes back like, "Oh god!" And they like leave their fishing spot.
Oh, run! I got you a fishing spot.
Oh, nice.
You can take it.
Raun
Do I get a fish?
takes a slot.
What'd you roll on your D100?
Oh, I'm supposed to roll for that.
Yeah,
It was almost a 20.
on D100.
A D100. No, I didn't roll that. I misheard. Let me try again. Do over. That would be a 28.
You do not spear a fish. I'm sorry.
Oh,
But I did get Ron his fishing spot. Go get your dinner, Ron.
okay. Raun will go fish.
We're standing near him, though. We're going to follow him over there.
Yeah.
But he can talk and fish at the same
Mhm.
time.
So yeah, that's why Beerus talks to me, and then I do the good things that he says needs to be done.
It seems the Spirius appears to be good at heart.
Oh yeah,
but-
definitely.
Is this Beerus the one that wants us to go kill all the undeads?
Well, yeah, Beerus said that might have to happen, but we have to figure out what's causing it, and we have to stop it.
And you have you spoken to city guard or anyone here in town?
I've talked to a couple people, and they gave me some names of people to follow up with that may have seen some of the weird things, but they're not really going to talk to me. I mean, 'cause who am I?
Perhaps we can speak with maybe town guard or the church or people who have witnessed such unnatural things.
That sounds like a good idea.
Excuse me. And then Raun puts his face into the water. And I'm gonna try to speak with Beast for the fish to attach to my hook.
What do you say to the fish?
Like, oh, fish, look at sparkle hook. It is very delicious. You should eat it.
Okay, you know what? That could work.
Make a
Fisher dark for
persuasion
me.
check.
Works. You say works for me.
Make a
Yeah, I said it would work on me.
Oh, what check?
persuasion.
I rolled a, 17 plus 5, 22.
All right, roll me a D100.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna get some fish.
Let's go.
Fish and honey for dinner.
73.
A 73. Okay, so you find a pretty sizable, like, largemouth bass. It attaches to your hook, and you pull it in, and it's pretty good size.
Oh, Ron has got dinner. Thank you, fish.
And the guy that was scared off, he had moved along. He's like, "Oh, it was my spot. You stole my fish."
Oh, you can have your spot back.
Well, I don't want your fish. I want to catch my own fish.
No, I don't keep fish, but you can fish here now.
Well, I want it now. You already caught all the fish there. He kind of turns around and walks off.
Well, that was really superstitious for fishermen.
Wouldn't that make him want it even more? Like, why wouldn't he want it?
I think I just wanted to be angry.
Hence, I
Have
feel
you-
that.
Have you met a fisherman?
Ron sensed jealousy.
Yeah, he's very jealous of your fishing abilities, Ron. I'm a little jealous myself, if I'm being honest with you.
This
Ron
whole
has
time,
a way with animals.
I was gonna say this whole time Valken's been nearby, but kind of, fidgeting and tapping his foot and looking semi uncomfortable when all the discussion about undead is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Ron will
Not in
protect
a
you.
good
Don't
mood
worry
right
about that.
Ah,
Important thing to know about undead Valken is they're not very smart.
This is very true.
So you just have to punch your way through the cavity chest. Very easy, bone very brittle.
Head, get the skull and just crush it. Undead
Oh,
are also
very slow. Very
how do you
slow.
say, delicate, you know, so you can just sort of like smash.
Or we can not do that,
I'm pretty sure we have to
and we
do
can
that.
go someplace that doesn't have dead people.
Well, apparently a higher calling is telling us that we are destined by the gods to kill some undead, so you know.
Yeah,
it
about
is.
that. No offense, Riza. Has anybody ever heard of an ASMR or angels talking to people?
You're all more than welcome
Am I the only
to.
one who's weirded out by this? That they're telling us to go mess with undead?
Well, sometimes Ron gets dreams as well. I think Ron thinks Sylvanus is trying to tell Ron something. Sylvanus is Ron's god, the Oak Father. And Oak Father tell Ron that Ron must restore balance. And if anything is causing unbalance, is undead. So if Ron destroy undead, perhaps Ron will help bring balance back into this world.
I mean, Falcon, I share your apprehensions to what Ron is saying. Could be a thing for what's happening, but I am aware of some spells that exist that allow people to communicate with others that aren't there, which would make sense why she can't just communicate with them. They have to reach out to her. So I am afraid that there's like some manipulation going on,
Right.
but
We should
I
just
don't
do this
know
thing
enough
because
about it to confirm that this is what's happening. It might be someone who's actually there. I don't know.
it might be, or it might not be. It could be when you're younger, you have imaginary friends. You don't know.
He's not
Well,
imaginary.
Is it not so strange that we have defeated 3 other Vins that tried to kill our Vin?
Yeah, we really didn't have time to talk about that.
I mean,
I don't know anything about that. I swear. I promise. I don't know.
I've seen
about it.
magics that can duplicate people, but as far as
The essence went into Vin. Very strange. Vin, how do you feel when you
Spicy.
absorb other Vin?
I feel spicy?
I mean, a good spicy, like
No, I
like
don't
fiery
know what
spicy.
you mean. No.
Spicy? Ron goes up and like licks Vin on the forehead.
Do not lick me.
Oh,
Okay.
that is not that is salt. It's not spice.
Figure of speech on.
Okay, so
Oh.
here's the thing. Let's say we go and we kill all these ghosts. And then maybe Renese's friend will talk to her some more. And then we will learn something about what's the deal is.
Well-
and if they don't talk to her some more, then all we did was kill a bunch of bad undead things. Nobody loses, really. It's
Well,
just sort of
I
a
mean,
good
I already
thing.
know what I'm supposed to tell you, but I'm not supposed to tell you until after we do this. That's what Barry said.
Wait, what?
What
case in point.
What if you tell us now and we do anyways?
Yes, I like this plan.
Well, I'm not supposed to.
Oh,
Yeah,
but we are
well.
friends.
Sometimes
There's a
it's
lot of
okay to do
that you're
things that you're not supposed to do.
but- Exactly.
For instance,
Yeah,
we
but
don't
you
necessarily
know,
have to do
well-
this contract.
well, what if
It's true.
like
It's a good point.
I do that and then like what if Barius doesn't talk to me anymore? And then I'll be really sad.
Well, that would make him really rude and petty, so you know.
Well, wouldn't I be rude because I did something wrong?
No. It's different.
Oh, but we are putting our lives on the line for contract, so it's only natural that we get something up front.
Well, I'm going with
Hmm?
you. I'm not sending you by yourselves. I'm putting my life on the line too.
Oh, fair point.
Unless any of you can keep undead from coming back.
Oh.
No,
that?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's just, but they always.
Whoa. You can keep undead from coming back. That is, you know, earlier when I asked, like, what is the thing you can do, and you were like, oh, I'm really good at reading books.
Yeah, I'm really good
This
at that.
is sort of what I meant along the lines of, like, I can keep undead from turning back. I can,
Oh,
you know, that's what I was asking.
okay. I just really value, like, well, my intelligence and my ability to, like, interpret, you know.
I
books
also
and-
value that, but it is a little less helpful in a fight. That's what I'm
I
getting.
feel
Oh.
like your value to interpret things, you interpreted this conversation wrong, and we were asking one thing, but you interpreted it a different way.
Well, that's why I said books. People are hard.
Yeah, we're not books. That's fair. That's fair. It is okay. Look at. I say we help her. She tells us after. And then, if we don't like the answer, we just leave and never talk to her again.
No, please don't do that. I think it'll be fine. I don't have a whole lot
I think
of
it
friends.
will be fine as well. I think it is fine.
Okay, let us find out more about these undead. Oh, we should pick new word for Valkan. These not living.
Zombies? Is that better or worse?
It is like a nonsense word. I don't even know what you just said.
We can call them boogers. We can
Oh,
call
I like
them
boogers.
dookie.
I like boogers a lot. No, let's call them boogers.
Yeah, we'll slay the boogers.
How
You
do you feel
know,
about Ken? Is this bitter?
I'm not a child, right?
We
How
can call
old
them
are you?
stinkers, little stinkers. Well, we just know, Valken, you become a child around skeletons. We don't know if these
Around
guys are
boogers.
skeletons.
This is true. Like any sane person would.
Eh,
Don't necessarily go running
adventurers.
around messing around with people that should already be dead.
eh.
Ron's gonna try to pump up Valkan and like recite all the epic adventures we've been through, like punching a dragon through the eye and ripping it out,
Mhm.
defeating his rival at the dojo, and saving our buns many times as the last man standing,
Yeah, buns.
and that zombies are the least of his concerns.
And
Because-
all of the sweet buns that we have eaten too. Those buns aren't going to buy
So
themselves.
I'm gonna try to persuade Valkan that everything's gonna be okay. With
Do I have to roll against it, or what do I need to do?
It's up to you.
I got a 21.
You can accept it. If you want to roll against him, you can. And maybe
I think you
insight.
can also just say I'm not convinced because
Yeah, it's up to you.
character agency, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Or player.
I
agency.
mean, he rolled a 21, so
It's totally up to you.
I'd say, you know, with that, Falcon's probably like, all right, let's just do what we gotta do.
Good. I'm gonna like pat you on the back really hard.
Now let us prepare this big fish for dinner.
Okay.
So funny because this is what my family called scary stuff when I was little, were boogers. I almost lost it when y'all were saying that. They used to be like boogers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right in the
Fantastic.
feels.
It's canon.
Yeah. So where are y'all
From
heading to
now
prepare
on.
some fish?
The fish preparing place.
I guess outside the city where there's
Mhm.
less people.
Yeah,
Probably
you are
just
outside
where we
now
can
at
set
the
up
lake,
a tent,
so-
basically.
Like
set up-
We're looking
yeah.
for a clearing.
Yeah, y'all can find a tent. You can set it up. You're definitely crowded. Like it's not a secluded area. There are other tents and things around you with soldiers and some makeshift barracks kind of set up. you kind of put your tent down. I believe it's like almost dinner time, so you can for sure kind of clean the fish, prepare some of it for some food, and kind of eat and talk if as you'd like. So, well, I know that the two soldiers that we're looking for, there's one named Darvin. He's a really young soldier, and then there's this lady named Sidri. she looks like she's been in a couple battles. But yeah, they both saw something, but I didn't really like get a chance to talk to them because like they were busy and like I didn't want to bother them or anything. I knew that you guys were coming. I think they hang around in some of the taverns.
Okay.
Oh, did you see them in tavern we were just at?
Oh yeah, but I didn't want to talk to them because they were busy.
Oh, well, let's go back right now. I will talk to them.
Well, he's making fish.
Okay, after we eat fish, but they might not be there anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, we can eat fish later.
Oh, what time is it of the evening or day?
It's like 3 or 4 o'clock.
Oh, they'll be there for a while.
That's true, because if they're off duty, if they're drinking, it means they're off duty, and if they're off duty, that means they're drinking all night. Okay, let's eat fish first, and we go back.
I was gonna slap some herbs, some salt, a little bit of pepper on there.
It's 21 herbs and spices.
Yeah.
Ron's special blend.
Yeah. You have some bass, and it's pretty good.
I must say, for fish, this is pretty good. It'd be better if you pickled it, though, I'm just saying.
Ron is not familiar with pickling.
It is, you put the thing you want to pickle into a jar, and then you put a whole bunch of, like, vinegar. I don't know how old-timey things were pickled.
I am not privy on the history of pickling, so
it's just like a whole fuck ton of salt. You rub the fish with all the salt, and then you put some more salt in, and then you just like put it under like a cold, dry place and let it do its thing, and then like 3 years later, you're like, oh, I have pickled fish. It's good. Lasts forever.
that sounds gross. No offense.
Just sorry that I like to eat pickled fish. I don't know. I also like to eat sweet little cakes and fruits and all sorts of things. You should try it. I'm just saying, you should try it.
Okay. If you say so. So you all have your Ron's blend of 21 herbs and spices, one of which probably includes honey, especially for Falcon. And you all kind of make your way back in to the city as kind of it starts to get a little dark. The sun's starting to go down. The streets are just as packed as they were in the afternoon. You kind of meander your way back over to the bar and looking around, trying to find some of those soldiers. And Risa points out one person who's kind of sitting on the edge of the bar, like young man, like maybe 16 or 17, kind of scrawny with like bushy, like blonde hair, totally clean shaven. You're not sure because if they are trying to keep appearances or if they just don't grow facial hair. They're just kind of sitting at the bar and kind of like nursing their drink. That's
that
Darvin.
them?
He saw something.
And the one next to Darvin?
Oh, I didn't see him. Oh, I don't know who that is. There's someone else we can find though. Sidri, I don't think she knows Darwin though, or Darvin. Darwin? Darvin?
Well, let's talk to him
Darvak?
first, because he's right here.
Oh yeah, we'll speak to very young soldier man.
All right. Oh, do I have to go or can I stay here?
No, you can listen.
Okay.
Who wants to do the talking? Who's very good at being very persuasive?
Ron is very skilled in this. Oh, Vin, go ahead.
I can
He's
be
like a young
very
gentleman,
persuasive.
and Vin is like a young lady, so maybe he will want to talk to her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, go ahead, Vin.
Hi. Wait. Before I go, what are the main talking points? What should I make
You
sure
want
that
to
I hit
memorial.
on.
Okay.
Ron's the
It's
brains of the
all
group. I'm
something
just.
What?
That is very concerning that you just said this. That is very concerning.
Not okay. Okay, Ron will go.
How about we go together? Let's go together.
Okay,
I
yes.
can be the muscle and you can be the sweet talk. Remember how we talked about doing this?
Sweet talk or
So I'm the good and you're the bad. We're gonna go in together, right?
Oh, but Ron
I'm
is
the bad.
good.
You're the good.
You're Braun right now. Be Braun.
oh,
Yes.
but Braun is bandit, so Ron should
Exactly.
so Braun should rob him.
No.
No.
You'll be
Nope.
the one that talks to him about what we need to get done. And then I'm the one that if he says no, will persuade him otherwise. And I like shoot some flames out of my fingers.
Wait, you're the bad one? I thought Ron
Wait,
was the bad one.
Okay, but promise Ron, you not burn tavern down.
I won't burn Tavern down. I can be pretty persuasive sometimes.
Okay.
There was that one time that you burnt the tavern down, though. To be
That
fair.
was an accident. We don't talk about that day.
Yeah, we won't bring it up. Okay, let's go talk to this Darwin.
I'm just gonna turn to Valkan and be like, you want to place money on if she burns the place down?
Sure.
I'm betting she will not burn it down, but she will come very close.
Okay, how much?
1 gold.
1 gold. How many gold do you think a drink is here?
Like, probably 10.
Okay, just 1 gold betting. No drink.
Okay. And we're just watching to see if she burns the place down.
All right.
All right, we walk up.
With, I guess, Risa near us.
So Ron and Vin make their way over to who they believe is Darwin. He's just sitting there, kind of just nursing this drink. Hasn't taken a drink since you saw him in this inn.
Excuse me, are you the one they call Darwin?
Who's who's asking?
We
Kind of-
are. And I like kind of like lean in and like show some boob.
Okay, part about this is Ron is probably oblivious to it.
So Darwin, he goes, I'm Darwin. How can I help you, ma'am? Then he like sits up in his chair and like, like straightens out his tabard.
Ron, you ought to do it too.
What, Vin, what are you doing?
I'm shimmying.
So Ron does it like all bulky in his armor. He's like, yes, we need to ask questions.
He looks just like, all right. Would you all like a drink?
Ron looks at Vin like, do I keep doing? Ron keep doing?
You can stop shimmying.
Oh, okay, good. It's uncomfortable.
I say, are you buying, big boy?
Yeah, I'm buying. And he like slaps like the counter. It's like he's like trying to act like big in this situation when he like clearly not. And he slaps the counter. He's like, Landis, I need 2 more ales. And he just looks over and is just like, all right, hold on. And he like nods and just kind of like, it's like he sits and like tries to like pose and try to find like a way to stand and like sit that makes like to look good. And he's like, they're coming right up.
We have information that you have seen something unnatural.
And when you ask that, he just his face kind of goes a little pale and like looks past you, and then he's just like, yeah, real nasty stuff out there.
And I like twirl my fingers in my hair, and I'm just like, you can tell us. Come on.
All right. And then Landis comes over and slams 2 ales, and he's like, all right, big man. Like walks away. And he like takes a big swig of this drink he's been nursing. He's like winces as he drinks it, because it's probably like warm at this point, and he's just like, well, there's some things that I saw. Yep, at the battlefield.
You can speak slowly. It's okay.
I saw some things.
Yep, we got that part. You saw things. What did you see? Where? What time of day? Who was around? What were they wearing? What color were their eyes? All the above.
He just looks like overwhelmed. After the battle, I went back to the field, to try and it looks like his confidence is like waning as he goes on. He's like, to try and, retrieve my lady's banner because she didn't make it out of the battle. She was,
That got dark.
Lady Genevieve, and she was an amazing warrior, and I was her squire, and she didn't make it.
Oh, Ron is very sorry for your loss, but where in the battlefield did this happen?
I don't know where she fell because I lost her, and I didn't realize how hectic it would be, and I turned around and she was gone. I don't know how you miss a person who's on a horse, but I did. And she didn't come back, so I tried to find her banner to take it back to her family, and I couldn't find it. And I heard really strange noises. It sounded unnatural. So I left. I noticed very far in the distance, to the north, is it the north? To the north, really far in the distance, there was like an orange, like flash, and then it was gone.
Orange flash.
Was it like magic?
I don't know magic, but I mean, it could have been. But it was way, way far away. Nowhere near the battle or anything.
And you saw, this was the strange thing you saw?
Yeah,
You did not
and
see
then I heard
any
weird
undead?
noises, but they were around, and I ran.
And there were any undead?
I didn't see anything. People have said things, and I've noticed we haven't gone back, so I don't know. I don't really know what to do now, so.
Well, we heard that you were the man who saw things.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Lots of undead, and I made it out, and, because I'm very strong.
Gotta incite him immediately. Let's see. 22.
Is so full of shit. If he even glimpsed something, it's probably why he ran.
So he lost his knight, fucked around, and ran off, basically.
Lost his knight, continued through the battle. The battle ended. He came back with everyone, and then went back by himself at night to try and find her banner.
Saw something spooky and ran. Okay.
But he didn't actually see anything because
He
he's
didn't
full of
see
BS.
He saw a light, which could have been fucking anything, and he was like, "Oh, ghosts, ghosts!"
And then he heard
ran.
weird stuff, so that sounded unnatural.
How do you lose your lady? How did she vanish?
Well, I don't know. Have you ever been in a war? It's hectic, all right? There's a lot of people, and this thing's just shit flying everywhere. And he's
so
like
she's not
breathing heavy.
dead. She just was out of your sight, and you felt like lost and abandoned.
No, I haven't seen her. No one can find her. She's dead.
Was this after the orange light, or the orange light was when you like when you went back?
The orange light was when I went back at dusk to go and try and well, I thought no one would be there at the time, you know, so I went to try and find the banner, and I couldn't find it. It's hard to just find it at torchlight, but you know.
What does your lady look like? What is her sigil? What does the banner look like?
Well, it's kind of a almost like it's five-sided, like a pentagon, but it's long, like a rectangle, and a and well, it's a long pentagon, and it's deep blue field with a bordered with gold and a golden harp in the middle of it.
Okay. What are people saying about seeing the undead? Is this true?
I mean, it's obviously true because I saw them, and there are a lot of them. But you know,
Ron
I
knows
made it
you're
back.
not telling truth.
You weren't there. You don't know. I was there.
Come on. And I like twirl my hair and my fingers again, and I'm just like, you don't need to make stuff up. I believe you're real strong and brave. Just tell us what you know, what you actually saw.
Well, it's what I said. I heard like unnatural things, and I ran. And on my way back, I saw, you know, an orange light to my right, which would have been north, but it was nowhere near the battlefield. It's like close to the water. I don't know, a long way away.
Okay. Well, thank you for your information. Do you know anyone else who may have seen this?
I haven't really talked to many people since I got back. Kind of ashamed, you know.
Why?
Well, I mean, I had one job, you know, to be at her side, and I lost her. It was my fault.
I don't think she's dead. I think that she disappeared onto maybe two different planes, somewhere else, but she's not gone like you think.
What makes you say that?
There's no body. There's no evidence of death.
Well, I mean, I wasn't out there a long time. Could you, if you go out there, can you look for her? Would you do that?
Sure.
What does she? How will we know who she is?
Well, the banner, and she rode. Well, her horse was white as snow. And she wore plate armor with a tabard like her banner. And she had a lance and carried a mace at her side.
Oh, mace. Very nice.
Kind of, you know, just right through there, you know, just don't have to go through the armor, you just might smash it.
Oh, what color are her eyes?
Well, I mean, the brown, I don't see why that matters, but
Very important. If we find your lady, we will bring her back.
all right, thank you. Just have to have the banner.
And then Ron says, like, you may feel shame now, but what is important is what you do now for the future to honor your lady.
What do you mean?
What Ron means sometimes in battle, fear takes the better of us. But what matters is you overcome those fears.
I wasn't afraid.
It's okay, little big man. It's okay to be scared. That just shows that you are still alive.
All right. All right. Thanks.
You happen to know a Sidri by any chance?
Oh yeah, I steer clear of her. She's kind of mean.
Oh, we would like to speak with her as well. If you can show us where she is.
She sits in the corner. And points to like the back corner, which you can't see. It's just full of people.
Oh, thank you, Darvin.
You're welcome.
Enjoy your night, and we walk away.
You forgot your drink.
I grab the I go back. I grab the drink and I'm like, thanks for the drink, and I wink and then like flip my hair so that like kind of hits him in the face a little bit.
He's just like that, like All right, so you make your way over to this corner, and you see like a bunch of just kind of like rough and tumble like veteran soldiers kind of laughing and like drinking, like clinking glasses, telling stories about what happened, you know, how many of those ram crowns they killed, you know, and kind of arguing over and you see kind of one kind of like really like stout like human woman with kind of dark tan skin, with black hair that's kind of pulled up, and still just like wearing armor, like wearing portions of her armor, and like sitting at the table and just like throwing back some mugs of ale. Large scar kind of on her nose.
Are you the one they call Sidri?
Maybe. Who's asking?
Oh, Ron is asking.
Who the fuck's Raun?
Ron is this one.
Right. I'm Sidri. What do you want, Raun?
We have heard information that you saw some undead in the battlefield.
Oh shit. I mean, yeah, obviously. I cut a few down and then made my way back.
It's got an insider.
Mm-hmm.
With a 18.
Yeah, I mean, you believe her. It's like, look, a couple of me and the guys went out and looking for gear to replenish what we lost. A couple of us were on duty to, you know, take care of the dead, bring them back. But when they started rising, everyone said, stop that shit, we're coming back. We haven't been back since. If you notice, it's been over a week since the battle. Well, here we are.
No one has returned to battlefield because of these zombies.
Nope. Ram Crown hasn't advanced for some reason, and we're sitting on our asses here. Probably being laughed at because they kicked our ass.
When they were coming back to life, was there an orange flash at all, or like anything, any smells or sounds or anything?
I only went back on the second night after the battle. I didn't see anything orange. I saw some literal soldiers wake up and start trying to eat us, which is, let me tell you, is a fucked up sight. You ever fought beside someone and they wake up and try and eat you? Not very nice. I did see like some weird fog, and I don't know, like look kind of like purple, if that makes sense, over towards the, well, way over than the, towards the middle, maybe more the Ram Crown side. I don't know. I didn't want to go too far and hit their lines and then get captured. I mean, I wouldn't
Did
get
you
captured.
see anyone near the fog? Anyone that looked humanoid, not dead?
No, not that I saw. I mean, as far as I know, it's just us and, well, these knuckleheads. And there's a couple of just rough and tumble soldiers that kind of smile at you. A couple of them, you know, missing some teeth. Just kind of like some rough characters. We were just trying to replenish supplies. Well, because these fucks ain't doing it. And just, you know, points over to some other Venice people.
How many zombies did you see?
Well, I mean, There are about 5 around us. We took care of them and then decided to head back.
And what about during the day? No one has tried to investigate during the day.
I haven't been back since. I'm not too sure.
How far is the battlefield from here?
Well, we retreated about a day's walk. So if you make your way out there a day, you'll probably reach the edge of it. Not too sure you'll find during the day. I don't know. Seems like spooky nighttime shit, but I don't know anything about that.
Has anyone else seen these besides you and your crew?
I mean, I thought that the commander sent a party where he went along with it. You know, to confirm or deny, and then when they came back, we've been stuck here, so.
Oh, commander, you said. Which commander?
And she looks at you, and then like looks at like your clasp of the feather. He's like, she says, "Why are you asking?
Oh, we
Are
would
you
like
emissaries here to come fucking clean up our mess or something?"
Raun does not like undead. He would like to see them dead.
All right, Commander Hagrid and Goldbrock is who you're looking for.
Where can I find this Commander Hadwin Bordgrak?
Hagrid and Goldbrock does not frequent this tavern. It's a little too rough and tumble for him, you know what I mean? During the day, maybe the command tent if you want to catch him tonight. I might check over somewhere a little more his speed. You know, like the lounging monk or the lying llama, something like that.
To go back over there.
Oh, thank you. I will speak to this commander.
All right.
Wait, before we go, did you try fighting the zombies? Like, did they die instantly? Did they fight back? What was that like?
Well, I mean, I fought him and I chopped one in half.
Easily, or was it a struggle?
And she kind of like picks up this big like fuck you great axe and like flexes her arm as she does it. She goes, "It's all easy for me," and then sets it back down.
It's a
Like,
big
alright,
axe.
good to know. Just making sure we know what we're up against if we go check it out.
Nothing more difficult than I've faced before, so.
Like, well, we fought a dragon, you know, no big deal. Trolls, whole 9 yards. And I like
Right.
sip my drink trying to like look cool.
Yeah, it seems like an emissary kind of bragging about all the bullshit that you've done.
I mean,
Making
we
your
got this
coin.
super nice shield. Show the
Yeah.
dragon
Oh,
scale.
Oh yeah,
Bullshit.
show off your shit. That's fine. Sure, we got our asses kicked, you know, and you're losing the war, but that's fine. Show me all your wonderful trinkets you got.
Hey, want to see my feather?
Let me see. Ron's like trying to look for something.
Fuck off.
Oh, but you requested. Okay, good day.
All right. And I think that is where we will take a break as you go find Commander Hagrid over at one of the many taverns in the city. And we'll be back here in just a little bit. Go get you some snacks, stretch those appendages, and we'll see you in just a little bit.
BRB.